Shy, you would be proud of the tights that I'm wearing right now.
Let me see
There's
them.
cats on the tights.
And that's going to
I
be the
would
very
really
first
should get
thing that's
up
going
off
to
of
be
it.
said as we're live. Welcome to
I'm
YouTube
not getting
celebrity
enough of the
fame.
recliner. I'll show you during the break. Just remind me.
Yes.
All right.
You
Way to
should do
go,
that.
FaZe.
Not
Way to
me.
go.
You should do that, and Tay should also do that.
Yeah. I'll whisper you guys what I was looking about doing.
All right, so I don't have a special last time. Um, basically, you guys, let's see. You, I mean, I'm just gonna go to Undersharn real
Some
quick
good
and just
stuff.
look. This one thing
Oh
over
yeah.
here uh, ended the party. Ended the party's fun. They had to
We got
run.
a little humiliated.
They did everything great. They went to the hard encounter and said, "No, we're just gonna go buy the stuff we need to buy."
Like, nope, enough of that.
Yep, they were betrayed by
Run
Fell
away!
goblins.
out of that
They were
situation.
betrayed by
Run
goblins. They
away!
roasted some
Run
cave
away!
crabs. They collected the iron that they need. They collected the like red mercury, basically. Uh, it's liquid red silver, and oh geez, they found the black crystal guarded by a special variant of a crystal gray ooze, and that was that. So this time they find themselves in the cogs. I'm gonna mute Shy for a minute, that way we don't echo. Um, what I'm gonna do now.
Oh, I gotta fix my health because since I had shifted, it has to go through all my shift rounds, and I get another HP per round for that.
Okay. So what we're doing here is when we're on this map, I'm going to have you guys at the bottom of the layer of Sharn that you are on, and I'm just going to mark the party's location with an arrow instead,
Okay.
just to make things a heck of a lot easier. So you guys are in Upper Cogs and Kyber's Gate, basically wandering around the market again.
All right. So we need somebody to give Fear guidance so he can try and buy this black crystal junk,
Boop.
and
Yes,
then we can
and
get out.
if I recall right, that was listed at 200 gold
Yeah.
for the
So
shards that you need. Did you want
maybe Fear
to?
can talk him down a little bit.
Yeah.
You're holding on to the other stuff to sell, hopefully somewhere in the upper areas of Sharn?
Yes.
Yeah, and I honestly think, and Sab would have talked this over with the party, I think that what we might be best served doing is seeing as there's a shortage of it and people aren't getting their shipments. Since right now he's getting all he needs done with just 4 vials, we've got 5 pounds worth of it
Hmm.
in that water skin. He may be very grateful and very willing to cut us better deals for things if we are able to provide him with all of that so he doesn't need any more for a while.
Okay.
Or we could stop our own business and control the supply and demand of this stuff, and
Yeah,
basically
but
be
Well, we
paid
were
up in
saying
here.
we can offer to trade it for more stuff or sell it to him for a good deal. If he doesn't need it, then we can sell it for even more elsewhere.
Hmm.
but
That was the idea.
it's always good to, even if we don't get top price for it, we'll get better favors for it later, and he'll remember, hey, they thought of me first instead of just, oh, we better sell this.
Right.
Yeah, let's try upsell this stuff
I
then.
think.
Okay.
Business.
Okay.
Yeah,
Come
I
on,
think
Gary.
that we.
Well then,
Sorry.
if you can roll a diplomacy check for Firu, because that's how he handles
Firu.
things, and see if he can't get a
Ooh,
discount on the black shards.
And he gets a +1 from guidance.
Correct. So I'll be rolling a +8 in total, I believe. While that's going on, I'm going to be
Wait, what
opening
bonus
Hero
does he
Lab.
get?
Diplomacy is 7 plus 1 guidance is 8,
Yeah, what were you saying?
+8 total,
Okay.
if I remember
That's
right.
what I was gonna be rolling.
22. Wow.
All right. So what happens in haggling? I like to do things pretty simple. By every 1 point you beat the DC by, I cut off that much of a percentage. So he takes 7% off of 200.
Nice.
Very nice.
So he gets it for 140 gold. Right?
We could do that.
No, that's wrong.
Yes, we'll definitely do it for 140.
No, hang on. I
Yes.
multiplied it incorrectly. It's 0.07. Takes 14 gold off, so we'll do it for 175.
Damn.
Darn.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Missed. Yep. Forgot a 0.
That's still better than 200.
Yep,
So
so you save
Yes.
15 gold.
All right, so how much does that subtract from each of us if we break it down?
That will be
Between 5. Is it 5 people?
35 gold apiece.
Yep.
Everybody okay with that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right. I'll just mark
Quite
that.
Much better
So
than
you get
getting
notes up,
horribly
sir.
murdered. Spending 35 gold now to avoid getting devoured by acid. Yes.
But what if you get a rare monster core? It could lead you further into the tower.
What?
Okay. You know that
Which
mug?
tower?
that I
Tower of
turned
Draga.
into?
It's okay.
That's what I'm doing right now. Nope.
All right.
All right. So we got that done. Let's
Mhm.
go back to Kenneth.
All right. So that is going to
Also,
be
if we
2 silver.
happen to see that
Those come
hobgoblin
free.
peeking out from somewhere, we're gonna just glare at him.
If you want to look for him, you can roll a perception check.
I
I'm just
will.
I don't mind glancing around.
Let's take a peek.
You guys still taking the elevator up to the Dragon Towers?
Yeah, let's do the elevator.
What is the safest and quickest?
It's not the safest or quickest, but it's the freest.
Reliable?
Yeah, you guys took it to get down.
Oh, right, yeah.
Remember all the stairs you were getting as you were descending into the cogs with all the poor people pressing their face against the glass?
Are the stairs considered the safest?
Oh, wait. Garrett, you do notice the hobgoblin. But, so does Celine. He's like back behind some crates, keeping an eye on the group, and as both Celine and Garrett look over, he goes, and then like you
me
can
and
see his
Selena look
back.
at each
You
other
can
and
see
go,
his back, like as he's creeping away, as like swiftly as he can. He's just kind of like, get out of here.
No way, he's not leaving. I'm gonna roll an attack.
Wait,
Oh, you're gonna roll an attack.
you
You're
want to
s-
start a fight in
you're
the
gonna
middle
s-
of
yeah.
the cogs?
You, as a bunch of humanoids, are going to start a fight in the
I'm
middle of a bunch of
having nothing-
goblinoids.
Nope. Nope. I'm gonna keep
How about
walking
we
and
don't
I
do
don't
that?
know them.
Do you want to use your GM hint for the night?
Yep.
No. Let's
No,
just
everyone
not-
else says no.
All right.
I mean,
Alright.
Garrett,
Like,
if you want to commit suicide, you have at it. But
No,
if
Garrett's
you're gonna keep
basically
walking like
like, I get to leave in an hour or two. I don't care.
Well, he did try
well,
to
then
backstab
hell, you
us.
wouldn't
Eventually.
even die on screen. You would die off
Well,
screen.
okay. You want me
he
to
didn't try
in
to
that
back.
case,
You have become an
Yeah.
NPC.
can I instead just like, okay, fine. If you want me to shoot him, fine, whatever, run.
Would-
I'm
would-
gonna keep an eye on him
yeah.
until we leave the goblin area, to which then he's out of safe area, and then I'll proceed to thusly shoot him in the face with a dragon pistol.
There's no way to do that though, because you're getting on the elevator, which is like away from him, far, far away. You gotta walk to the safety of the elevator
there-
that leads to House Kenneth.
Is there glass around the elevator? Can I?
Yeah, remember the
shoot
poor
out
people were pressed against it.
Can't shoot out of it. Damn it. Oh wait, no. Could adamantine bullets get shot through it and then hit him?
You can try it.
I'll try
And
them.
then they might try and shoot us through the thing. This seems like a poor idea, Garrett.
Yeah, fine. We'll leave.
That was like a guaranteed instant kill for Garrett. Like, not that he would get an instant kill, but he would be instantly killed. All right, so
We'll come
you
back
guys
for him later.
take the elevator back up, walk your way over to
Press F
the
to
house
comfort Garrett.
House Kenneth embassy. Where you guys walk in, go upstairs, and make your way over to the artificer's chambers. Oh gosh, it's something it canneth. Let's see. Andre. I gotta replace these with the correct ones now. So
So it's probably what 2, 3 in the afternoon now.
Wow,
the
we
elevator
got
takes a little while, probably about 3 o'clock. Yeah.
Okay.
We did pretty darn well considering.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we left here at about 10, got down there at about 11, spent a little while, back
Yep.
up by 3.
So you guys come up. You knock on the door, and the door, when you knock, opens up. And he's like, "Yes, come in, come in, come in." And he's actually working on. Basically, there's up against the wall. There's a warforged that's like he's huge. He's like pushing 10 feet tall, and he's kind of like sitting in the room like it's like trapping him a little bit. He's just got these broad, wide shoulders, really thick body, and he has this basically like normal face, but he doesn't have a lower jaw. All his other body parts are there, and as you pan over to Andre's desk, he's working on the lower jaw. Let's see here. I gotta find a good description or a good picture.
I wonder if Warforged get embarrassed at seeing their parts being worked on by other people.
They don't.
Is it like walking into somebody's surgery suite? Get out of here! This is private.
No, not really. Hopefully this is a decent one. Yeah, something like that. It's kind of huge.
Goodness gracious!
Yeah.
No.
Here's there we go. There's an official juggernaut right there. So just
Damn.
freaking huge.
Swole.
I like
Yeah.
his staff.
that be careful. Don't say that to him. He might think you're coming on to him.
Yeah.
But he kind of just like looks over and then looks back over to Andre, and you guys pile in the room, and he shuts the door, and he says, "So, yeah, what I need?
Got your stuff.
All right."
So we'll go ahead and give them the stuff that we were told to get, and say. So there's also, we found out when we were down there, there's some kind of supply issue right now with the red liquid whatever stuff.
Yes,
And-
we're running a current mining operation right now. It's kind of drying up everybody else's resources, but we desperately need it.
Well, we managed to. We can tell you is both the location of I wouldn't call it a stream, but like a rivulet of it that we found down there, and we've also got another 5 pounds worth of the stuff that we can sell to you or trade to you right now. If you
Okay,
can
and
make it worth our while.
he takes a seat, and he just goes, "What would you like?"
Well, I can tell you what I want. I don't know about the rest of the group, but I kind of got attacked by some hideous acid thing, and it decided to eat my weapon because it wasn't magical. So
That explains the other stuff that's missing.
yeah,
Yeah.
adjust the armor a little bit. Sorry about that. Apparently, some of the straps on this armor weren't magical either. But
Nice.
other than that, I'm not,
Shit, I was trying not to cough. Oh man.
so I don't know. I know that you said that you were willing to upgrade stuff for us, but do you happen to have or know anybody who could make a new weapon for me?
I could.
Otherwise, I can just go get a weapon for you to upgrade for us. Depends
What
you
do
can
you want for the
us.
location, though?
For the location? What do you guys think?
I don't even think he's paying attention to her scarf's end.
Location. I
He
mean, I
wants to
wouldn't
get
mind.
that to himself.
Will you give each of us a
Free repairs.
Seda shouts out for repairs. Yes, deal, done.
no wait
For
he
life!
doesn't,
For
he
life!
doesn't speak for us. He doesn't speak for the group. Okay. I'm just gonna lay out what I would like is an adamantine earthbreaker. And you were already gonna enhance stuff for us, so if you can enhance it further, that'd be perfect. And that would set me happy for the location and what we've already got for you.
All right. What
What
about the
do you
rest
guys
of
want?
Hell, I don't know. I'm already getting access to that lovely alchemy table over
I
there,
know
so
what I want.
I
You
don't
could
know.
I want a
you
bag
could
of
get
holding.
Yeah, bag of holding would be very smart.
If Firu doesn't want anything, that'll cover both of us.
well, Pharaoh could get some.
What do
Along
you
with the
want?
Pharaoh-
upgrades he's
What do
gonna
you want?
already do.
What do you want, Zeta?
Seda wanted a bag of holding.
A bag of holding.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So a bag of holding, an adamantine earthbreaker, along with upgrading your weapons. Garrett,
Oh, bigger, blacker gun.
a bigger, blacker gun.
You hoping for a
Andre
rifle,
looks
or-
over to you, and he hadn't taken notice to what weapons you had been holding before, and he goes, "Gun." I'm sorry, what?
That's right. Well, in that case,
Whip it out, Garrett. Whip both of them out.
I would both of them out.
He takes off his spectacles and like his multi-layered spectacles and goes, "Holy shit! A relic from Sire," and he takes both of them.
Same thing. I was like, holy crap!
You can see that if you took 10 minutes to just watch him study over these, you would notice that he at least has a half chub going on.
I was about to say he's got a boner.
So he's looking them over, and he says, "I've only worked on these once in my life, and they were attached to a juggernaut." And he's like, he looks over to the person over there. He goes, and the person, I mean the Warforged, goes, "It's okay. I am comforted." Hey, okay. Well, so this was, of course, during the war that I had to repair it, but it was a gun or multiple guns that rotated on his arm.
He had a
And it was
Barrett gun.
It was the most amazing
that's
thing.
awesome.
A Gatling gun.
Nice.
But that being said, I understood the basic inner workings of it. So how about I make a repeating gun for you?
Ooh.
This can fire 2 shots in 1 round.
What?
What are the stats on that, Tony?
It'll just basically be a repeating dragon pistol. It'll fire 2 shots in 1 round. Move action and reload.
Damn.
So then, if he
So
had
wouldn't he have
haste,
to
would he
use
get 4
twice
shots
as
around?
So instead of
Wouldn't he have to
a
get twice as much
Well,
ammo?
what's the rolls on
Ammo.
that? They're like,
yeah,
It's your same base roll. It'll be a +1 pistol, essentially.
but you'll be able to fire twice.
Yeah, you basically be shooting a. Let's see, what do you fire at already?
And reload as
You,
a
you
move.
fire as a +8
move it
with your
in.
masterwork already, so it'll be +8 on the first shot, and then I believe a +4 on the second shot. But it's a standard action to shoot.
And then movement to reload.
Mm-hmm.
That's like a full turn, 2 shots. Like, that's awesome.
Yeah, you'll get 2 shots a turn.
I'll take it.
All right.
As an out of character thing, like what would a mage even get or want?
Yeah, that's
A wizard.
where I'm-
Sorry, a witch.
yeah.
Yeah.
Spell storing things are pretty fantastic.
Yeah.
Because if you haven't spent any spells the previous day, you can store spells in those items.
That way you
and-
pretty much have bonus spells.
Yeah, and they can go off without you actually having to cast the spell. So they'll give you extra spells the next day. They normally have a limit. Like you can do a spell storing staff that holds a level
I was
1
just
and a
about to
level
ask
0.
if it can be enhanced to be able to hold spells
Because he's already enhancing her staff.
and letting me use the alchemy tables. I'm like, what do I ask for?
Yeah, you
Celine's just like candy.
can. Celine, you're not part of the deal.
Okay.
Let me
Because
check
I
out real quick.
I have no idea. Like I barely have an idea of what I need, and I don't know what
Weapons.
she needs as a witch, so I can't help her. I would get furious
Yeah,
on the
most of the
Earthbreaker, but
people
I gotta
have
go
like
+1.
rings of spell storing. Um, yeah, you would probably get basically a lesser enchantment to yours to keep it on par with everybody else's power, which would hold 2 spells.
That's pretty
And
awesome.
yeah, and what it
And
does
it
is it
would
just
be-
holds
it would
those
be
until you use
spells.
them or until you say you don't want them anymore, basically, and you equip new spells to it. They
So
use
I
up a
would
spell
continue
slot
to
though.
just have more spells. So
Yeah.
it does use up a spell slot. So
So
basically it can't be like, okay, for today I'm gonna pick up so and so spells and then say, but I also want this spell and I'm gonna put it on my staff.
right, what you'll do is the day before
Right.
you'll put any unused spells that you want on
So
the
it just kind of
staff
rolls
onto
over.
it. Yeah, and then they stay in there until you use those spells or until you want to change those spells.
So it's
So
like
the next day you'll
21
have
rollover minutes.
yeah. So the
Yeah.
next day you'll have 2 extra spells basically that
But
don't
now
use
instead
anything.
of debating on if you want
Two
to
extra
clearing Mr. Days,
spells
you
that
could
you
roll
get sure that
over.
are prepared.
Yeah.
Well, no, like those extra spells won't use up any slots or anything like that the next day. You have to give up your spells
Same.
first, and then they don't go any like
So
It's
okay,
pretty
so
much like
you're
using a
casting the
scroll.
spell the first day,
yeah,
and
and you're
then
casting it into the rod.
okay,
So basically, at the end of the day, before you go to bed, if I didn't use all my level 2 spells or used all my level 1 spells, you throw them into the staff instead, and then I'll have them ready to go
that's pretty
for the
awesome.
next day.
Yes, exactly
Yeah.
that.
What is my phone doing?
See,
Sorry.
I would go for a Furious Earthbreaker, but you have to have +1 before you can get Furious.
Angry.
So that's her enchantment that she'd get. So what else would be useful for us?
He was
No,
gonna.
that would be it.
That would be what she's asking for on top of the.
Okay,
the
because she's getting the alchemy
enhancement.
table instead. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Would
Basically-
you want anything specific?
Basically, what he's doing is taking one weapon from everybody, making it a +1 weapon.
Okay.
That was what he was going to do for his deal, but now he's doing the extra thing. So Garrett has
'Cause we can
basically
have the
Garrett
location.
wants, yeah, Garrett's wanting a repeating pistol. Seda wants what?
Bag of holding.
Bag of holding, and then Tail wants to also have spell storing. Sab wants an adamantine earthbreaker, and it's going to be a +1.
All right. So we're all happy.
Tail also gets
We're all
access to the
happy.
alchemy.
As long as we get a receipt and it's tax deductible.
I think Firo would just be fine with the upgrades. Yeah, he. I mean,
So-
I don't really think of anything he needs.
So we'll say that's a deal for us. Can we get it in writing?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Sorry.
All right.
You were asking about Firo.
Yeah. I mean, I can't really think of anything that he needs.
He's just gonna get +1 to his broadsword, right?
To his 9-ring broadsword. Yeah, he's getting a +1. No, he's gonna get a +1 to his razor whip.
Yeah, I was about to say that'll be a really good upgrade for that one.
Okay.
And
Well, so once he makes
Yeah,
up
that's
the
fine.
papers for us, we'll say, okay, there were, just so you know, when we went down there, there were some goblins. We cleared them out. There was a hobgoblin with him. He ran off. Don't know where he went. Didn't bother with him.
They
There were some
weren't in
cave-
that precise location though. 'Cause
Yeah, they weren't. They didn't know about the location of the red liquid.
okay.
We broke through a wall to find that,
Okay.
and
Well,
there were cave fishers in there, and we killed them.
what he'll do is he'll actually have you go to one of the secretaries to get everything written.
Okay.
And what he's gonna do is reach into his desk and pull out something that looks like a golden snitch without wings, and basically he speaks into it, but he speaks in a language that not even Tael quite gets. Whatever it is.
Sylvan?
No, it's one that you don't have for sure. He speaks into it and sets it off to fly, and when it goes off to fly, it just kind of like hovers, but you can hear like mechanical workings inside of it. Those of you that pay a lot of attention to Warforged notice that it looks like a piece that they normally have in their chest. So what happens when a Warforged is killed? This thing pops out and flies off somewhere.
Ah.
Yeah, so he actually just has one that he keeps around as a messenger. So he says, I'm sending this on my behalf. Just go meet up with one of the secretaries, get everything in writing. This is recorded to say exactly what I agreed upon.
Sweet.
All right.
So
Awesome.
what I'll do really quickly
Well-
is
Why am I
note
lagging?
note the things. Now it's going to take some time to craft, get everything together. So just keep that in mind. I mean, with everything that's said and done, some of the stuff he might be able to get his hands on and then craft, like the bag of holding. He's sure he can get one from the guild. But he'll need to keep the 2 pistols. He'll need to keep the scorpion whip. He'll need to keep the staff. He doesn't need to keep anything from Sab.
Because I have nothing.
Yeah, exactly. So he just keep in mind that he has to keep those, and it's probably going to take 4 days to 7 days to get them fixed.
Okay.
All right.
When was school starting?
2 days.
No, school wasn't starting in 2 days. You had to in 2 days. You had to. You had to. Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Which I figured that we were gonna do once we were back in town anyway.
Yep.
All right.
I'm just making notes real quick.
Let's.
Trying to remember. What does Seda use for a weapon?
We never really touched on that. It has her as a staff, but
Okay, it was a staff. All right, we'll get to that later, so that way we don't eat up too much time.
yeah, I'll just figure
1,
out
2, 3, 4, 5.
an exact weapon later.
Feel like
So
I've
she doesn't
written
use a focus.
something- Bag of holding. So you get everything signed. It's all marked and sealed with the official Halcana seal. Each of you guys also, I guess we never really got into this. You each have a signet ring that kind of like marks your signature. So what happens is at the bottom there's like a large spread of wax, and upon agreement you stamp your ring into it.
Well, now we're gonna have to figure out what our signets look like.
Yeah. Well, like for Garrett, it's just gonna be a lesser or a least mark of his house. But like for the rest of you, yeah, it's kind of like whatever.
Well, it's simple, Sab. You want to know what it is? It's your same marksmanship symbol that you have in Final Fantasy. For Evanclaw.
Okay.
Done.
That works.
For
With
us,
just S.
the,
With just SD on it.
So
It's like a
do you
Velmar
want to
thing,
leave
yeah.
your stuff with him today?
I think we'll leave our stuff because we have. I mean, we don't really need our stuff.
Right.
Yeah. Leave your staff, Tay.
Yep.
All right. Garrett, you leaving
And
the
I've got
pistols with
nothing.
him?
You already had nothing. Well, no, that's not true. You technically have something, but it's something you don't want to use.
That's definitely true.
You're leaving
was
your
that?
pistols with him
Um,
because it's going to take 4 to 7 days to repair and upgrade.
I'll leave the dragon pistol.
He can't upgrade one without the other.
Okay, fine. Take them both.
He's going to basically, he has to attach them so that way they can do the 2 shots.
Right.
Oh, so that way, that's an even better bonus. That way, he doesn't have to draw both guns either.
No, it's just one
It's awesome.
one trigger,
What was
and then
that
it
guy?
rotates, and then it shoots the other barrel.
What was that bad guy, Bludnovsky, who had like the dual pistols strapped together?
Yeah. All right. So everybody's leaving the stuff they need to with him. You got everything signed and sealed. Trying to think
Did
if
he
there was
want us
anything
to?
else.
Did he want us to leave that water skin with him?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, basically the guild's hogging it all from him, so he needs whatever he can get. But he can also use it to barter for some of the stuff that's on this list. So
All right. So we'll just leave that whole water skin with him.
yeah, he'll send a messenger out to you guys whenever everything's done. Or better yet, he'll send it when each piece is done. Some might finish sooner than the others.
And as soon as we get that bag, we could chuck the Doomy
Yep.
Doom staff in there and not have to worry about it. At least for a while.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right. So we go down to the secretary and go talk to her and get everything sorted out.
Yeah, so saying it's
Um,
all said and done.
That's what we just did.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And Sab would have also mentioned, oh, there's one side tunnel. There's some black crystal in it. There's a horrible acid ooze monster thing in there, so be careful.
He says, duly noted. Whenever I send for somebody to go gather, I'll make sure
And then
that I
Taylor
send
lists all the
reinforcements with
things
them.
that it's not weak against. Because she knows exactly what it is.
Very
All
nice.
this, none of this stuff worked. So smush it.
Very nice.
All right. So, were y'all gonna? Did y'all figure out what areas of study you wanted to pick?
Oh,
You want to
okay.
head over and do that?
So, yeah, let's go ahead and move back to the Sharn City map. It's she's thinking this, guys.
What am I thinking?
Zendrick is what it is.
Oh.
She's thinking Zendikar from Magic. She says it right, but with the Z. All right, so as you guys
All right.
are basically waiting for a taxi, you overhear some people talking about the executions.
Executions.
Yes, the executions.
Of whom?
I don't. You overhear them though.
Executions, cool.
I
What's
overhear him
happening?
saying what?
They're talking about supposed Emerald Claw terrorists being set to death by hanging, and they'll be doing it in both the Middle tier over in Sword Point and up in Skyway. They're going to be doing executions tomorrow.
Is this the conductor and the elementalist guy from the train?
Who knows? You don't hear
It'd
them
be
talking about
interesting.
them. You just hear that. Yeah, I know, but this is I'm telling you exactly what you hear. That doesn't extract any information. This is just perception.
Yeah.
You're basically just they say they're talking. One person saying, "Oh yeah, there's like 10 or 20 people," and another person saying, "Oh, from what I thought, it was several dozens of people," and then somebody else chimes in, "I thought it was 100 people."
We're not
Jeez.
going to that, and I'm going to tell you right now why. Something tells me they're going to go and break out their buddies to go and get out, and we don't
Well,
have weapons.
once we go and turn in your information for your course of study, you think we should go see about that investigation into Tug's murder? See if there's any way we can help just with information or anything?
Is that
Garrett,
What's that?
do you want to look into the murder of your friend?
I mean, he's dead. What else is there to look into? I mean, unless there's
Like
an
and
actual
Roach?
werewolf
So-
to shoot.
So since
That's
since
not-
we're shifters, do we know to some extent how common actual lycanthropes would be, or how
they're
rare
not
they are?
common?
Like,
They're
are they?
not really all that common.
Well, I'm saying, are they extremely rare, like 1 in 1,000,000, or is it 1 in 100,000, 1 in 10,000? That you hear some in every city, or
More common in Sharn than others, but that's because Sharn's just this metropolis of craziness. So,
Unless you can, like, we can, turn you into a bloodhound and you can track this thing down and they can shoot it. That's worth looking into.
well, you don't have
But-
your gun to shoot it right now.
Oh, I can, get the silver pellets, tape them around my fist, and use it as kind of like,
you can tape them to your mace.
all that.
You could melt down your bullets and then dip your mace into it.
Yeah. Or we could, like, tie it down, force feed it the silver pellets until the silver melts its way out of its stomach.
All right. So, shall we go ahead and go over to the university first, since we know we need to do that?
Well, yeah, we
Yeah,
might
let's
as well
do
go
it.
and turn this
Okay.
in.
Let's get a taxi.
All
And
right,
so we went. Diddly-dee.
2 silver later, and some 30 minutes. Taxi is slow today.
Is that because there's a lot of traffic, or is that just because the taxi is slow?
No, that's because the taxi driver was a almost 30-year-old male, and it was a windy day, and he was right behind Sab.
Oh, God. So he's having a midlife crisis.
he was he was having
She
a
has
midriff
not-
crisis.
You know what? You know
He
what?
was having
Tab?
some sort of crisis.
Mending.
And it doesn't fix the
I thought
clothes
we
that were
already did
lost.
that.
Yeah, it doesn't fix things that are
Yeah,
broken.
but it at
All
least
those
fixes
straps.
one strap.
Yeah, it'll
No,
fix
those-
it,
It'll.
it'll fix the straps, but it doesn't matter. I told you that thing only covered the essentials.
I know.
This is barbarian armor. It
I
might as well
know.
give him a +20 to AC.
It's basically exactly. It's basically armor that says, "Okay, you're not going to get arrested going out in public."
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Anything else
It's one of
is
those.
just
It's like, should we do
ornamentation.
something about that? No, there's not exposing anything yet. All right, so you guys.
Also, she does look good enough that it's okay.
Yeah, exactly. So you guys arrive at the university.
Now that I have those gloves, I could just do a phantom skirt flip if I wanted to.
You totally could.
Phantom flipping.
Loincloth flip.
And then the driver will learn that we all go commando.
All right, so here we are at
Then,
Belgrave University.
that's when we hit a building and have to make reflex save.
Yeah.
He's purposely like weaving in and out of traffic to hit all the updrafts.
hmm
Sorry about that.
What was this from?
This is Belgrave University.
No, this.
Yeah, you don't see that yet. You're over by where your character is.
I don't know where my character is right now. Hold on, I gotta find it.
All the way bottom left.
There it is.
Bottom right.
I had to zoom way out.
And of course, as happens in any dramatic situation where you enter a university, it's da 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 da.
And Celine falls off. Then she remembers she can fly. Comes up 2 minutes later. I thought I was gonna die.
All right, let's go.
All right.
I'll take these other stairs.
Alright.
Okay, I'll take those.
Yep. Sab.
Fine.
Fear has to go down backwards very
Here,
slowly.
let's-
I accidentally stole the airscape for a
Yeah,
minute.
seriously. I was about to say, Sab says, "Let's go," and immediately begins walking down the tower because you took the top one. All right. So
Look, I was only here once.
yeah,
There were people telling us where to go last night.
Garrett's back there going, guys. I think we go
I hate
here.
School.
But
What?
this is the way too.
Yeah, but didn't we have to talk to the officials?
Fine.
So you guys go in the front door here where you're dropped off. And
Say
then
that
there
in
is a
fear,
small
jump off of the
secretarial
stairs and
office.
through the roof.
Yeah. And Garrett was right. Firu pony flipped backwards and majestically landed. I'm a horse. So there's a couple of secretaries there. You guys have your letters on you. Let's go ahead and take note. Seda.
Me and Fears is we want to be focusing on Zindrick.
So you want the artifacts and discovering the world beyond Corvair.
Mm-hmm.
What does Tay want?
I am also going to go for that because of the reason of lots and lots of traveling, and Tay doesn't like to be in a building that long anyway, so that
And we
works
get
really
to stick
well.
together.
Exactly.
And Celine might have a Minotaur buddy in our class.
Maybe.
That's true.
We don't know. We don't know what he
We
was
don't
going.
know.
That's what. But he said he
He
was
mentioned
interested in
Zindrick.
such things.
This is true.
Well, then Celine will fall in love with the Minotaur, the love that was never meant to be.
Ultimate size play.
I know. I was about to say that's.
Oh man.
It could be adorable.
Celine starts insisting that Tay do
His
everything in her
pinky
power to
won't
learn
even
the
work.
enlarged person.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was
Just sit on this corner piece of my horn.
Oh my god.
Oh man, I went there.
as a quick aside. How
Oh my
does
god.
will this mean that Tay will also be able to use the university to learn more spells?
Kind of, sort of, if they teach more spells. If so, it's going to be Eberron-specific spells, most likely, because that's the one that has the types of things we need. Or the types of things that you'd be learning, I guess. So, what's going to happen is, in a week, on the 3rd of Aerith, I believe it's the 3rd, you're going to basically take a tour around the place, and then they're going to do a minute, like just a small orientation for everybody, since things are changing after the terrorist attack. Sorry, it's the 2nd of Aerith, but it is in a week in game. So that basically up front they tell you that still the campus is still currently closed off.
Oh right, because we got that notice saying that there was an attack. That's what that stuff in the middle of the map is there
So
for.
did-
We don't
did they
know that
actually-
in character, but
Did they actually attack the university? Did they steal something, or was it just incidental damage?
It was students who I guess wanted to cause an uproar at the same time as these Order of the Emerald Claw people were doing whatever it was, inciting chaos, basically. So it's just a bunch of collateral. But we do have a couple of items missing, and we are sending people out to get those. But in the meantime, we've had to close off several sections. They would basically, the university is going to be strictly educational purposes right now. The library wing and stuff like that's going to be closed and stuff like that. Essentially, where things were taken from are still going to remain closed for now.
So Sab's leaning over and whispering something to Garrett real quick.
Do I have to pull down my pants?
But it was that Harry Potter look-alike. Hey, McCall.
Okay, so just for everyone's benefit, what Sab whispered to Garrett, which especially fits with him saying, I pulled down my pants, what Sab said, isn't finding things kind of your specialty there? You could offer to help. Plus, it might get that thing bigger, you know.
All right.
Purely pelvic thrust.
So they've taken down what
That's
classes
not really
you
all
guys are going to be
help, Garrett.
going into. They said that they will they'll mail out your professors, the time and dates of your classes, and where your classes are going to be located at. The important thing is to show up with those papers this coming. What was it? I know it's supposed to be like the equivalent of Monday. Look at it real quick.
It's Mundial.
No, I think it's just like Mole Day. Yeah, MOL. Yeah,
So named for that one guy with all the moles.
mole, moly, 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 moly.
I'm not supposed to talk about the mole, but there's a bloody mole coming in the face.
So, what'll happen is, if you guys will zoom out, you are going to meet over at this lecture hall here. And she points out on a little school map. And
right now.
no, on this coming Mole Day,
Okay.
you will basically take the stairs
Shit.
outside here, follow it through, all the way around, the long way here,
Why the long way?
because the library is closed, remember?
Damn it.
And then out into the courtyard.
It's okay. We'll leave early.
Yeah, in which you can come through this little door over here, and then go up to the lecture hall. Try to
Do
go
you
into
have
the library
any-
and you'll regret it.
Do you have any public areas where people can wait who aren't students waiting on the students to get out of their classes?
No, for right now, public is quarantined to basically where you're standing now.
No. I'm a student. I'm coming in.
Well, can we
This is
just
my
wait
seeing eye
if we're interested in just listening? Can we wait inside with the rest of them?
You could wait out on the balcony out there or here in one of these comfortable chairs, but we can't allow any
gonna-
off-campus people on campus until
I'm gonna try to do a
repairs are
charisma.
completed. Okay.
Let's see.
What if
Nah,
we were
I'm
willing
gonna
to help
say
with the
that.
repairs?
Let's see.
Are you asking for a job?
I don't
Damn
know.
it, never mind.
Would it be something that I
Garrett,
could
Garrett
help?
goes, hey,
I was
hey,
gonna be like, you should be supporting free education. The smarter the masses, the better the city.
but instead you go,
Never mind.
So Sad will just say, I'm pretty strong if you need help just clearing rubble and stuff. I mean, I'd be willing to do it for much cheaper than you can probably hire somebody else because of the fact that the main benefit to me would be near Tay over here.
Well, then here you go. She pulls out from her desk a small job application form.
All right. So Sad takes it.
All right, if you want, you can fill it out now. The sooner the better. If you're trying to.
All right. So what is the application entail doing? What's it got written on it?
Basically, name, your primary location that you stay at. Do you have a charge crystal to be paid with? Because they only do direct deposit. They don't, hand out gold freely here. And basically, what hours can you work? What kind of wage are you looking for? What do you want to do here? Blah 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 blah. Are you seeking to be a professor? If so, what are your requirements or your background? Basically, it's all just the normal bullshit you see on a McDonald's application.
Okay. So Sad will essentially just fill out the absolute bare minimum that's necessary for it.
Mhm.
Do we have any idea what wages are in Charn at all?
Yeah, the typical middle level pay would be something like, I should say this is good pay, is a gold a week. That affords.
That's almost so negligible that it's not worth bothering with
Right,
at this point.
right. But for you guys are in upper Sharn, so something like 10 gold a week is normally the average.
But that would be full time as well, wouldn't it?
Correct.
And Sad would only want to work part time.
Sab wants to work on the
Whenever
schedule
they're
that Tail would be working, which they don't
Yeah.
currently know.
Yeah. Okay. So Sab can't finish filling it out just yet.
Yep.
All right. So Sab will just
Take it. Okay.
Goes to pocket. Goes to put in her backpack. Oh, I mean, in her pocket. Stuffs it in Tay's backpack.
Oh, forgot about the intelligence. Never mind. Damn smart Barian.
Instead of a lawful stupid paladin, we have a smart barbarian. Which is basically the same thing without the holiness.
That's true. No,
Yeah,
I've got
yeah.
plenty of
Instead of
holiness
like
going
a
on.
torture scene,
Yeah,
like
you do.
and going, yeah, we're gonna torture her. It's just like, wait, let's think about this for a second. And everybody kind of goes,
What?
Look, you don't want to hit them in the jaw, then they'll have problems telling us things. Hit them in the legs. Then it helps prevent them from running away, too. Knowledge is power.
all right.
Sab
Let's see.
continuously surprises everyone.
Yeah.
Did Garrett want to
Apply
think
for
about a job,
a,
too?
I'm not getting my hands dirty for these university types.
Well,
For
you'll
these
have to
what
sit on the
types?
balcony and be alone.
she's saying journalistic types.
University types.
Oh, I was like, for these journalistic types. Damn reporters.
Yeah, I'll be out here showing my pink threads.
Okay. Let's see here. So it's currently our equivalent of Saturday.
Hey, I gotta. So we've got either one thing or no things that we wanted to do today. So the first thing is, do we want to go and see who's in charge of Tug's investigation, and let them know that if they end up needing some sort of help, we might be able to help. We might have some information, but we won't be able to do combats. Like, we won't be able to help them fight unless they can provide us with stuff to fight with.
Bless you.
Yeah, bless you. All
I
right.
tried to mute, but I don't think I got it in time.
No, you didn't.
No. Otherwise,
It
this
just
looks
sounded
like
like a squeak. It wasn't really a sneeze, but I just
Otherwise-
guessed that it was a sneeze.
otherwise this looks like a lovely park to go train falcons in.
Good luck getting there.
So that is the choices. Do you guys
Or-
want to wander about for the day, or do you want to pursue Tug's murderer?
If
I
we
mean, we
pursue
can't
Or
the
do you have other
murder,
things?
I'm pretty sure we might get into combat.
Well, we can specifically say that, hey, we just want to talk for now and tell you what information we have, what we were able to figure out being there. There's werewolf, et cetera, et cetera. See, and just ask them, have you found anything else out?
I think
Like
all
we
we're
don't.
gonna really get told is confidential, and then, all right.
Mhm.
We
Well, if
walk
that's the
away.
case,
Yeah, I
then we
mean,
couldn't have done
we're
any
not
combat stuff
really
anyways.
we're not really that renowned yet. I mean, we can give it a shot, but I don't really think we'll get anywhere with it unless they
I
figure
mean,
something
there's
out and
no
then it's on
harm.
a job board.
Yeah, I mean,
Is
there's
the,
no harm in trying.
yeah, is there any real detriment to trying? Do you think?
No, I don't think so.
Plus, I
The
figure
worst
that
they could call, no.
if they've got a good investigator, then they're probably going to want to come talk to us at some point, anyways. Because the fact that us just walking by, we're like, oh yeah, by the way, that was a werewolf.
Yeah.
They might be like, what?
Yeah, I'm up for. I mean,
All right, so we'd have to
Sarah
go
doesn't have
back to
anything to
town.
do.
We have to go back to Tavex, talk to the hotel folks, and see. Clearly, they would have probably asked them some questions. Say, do you know if they said, "Hey, if you have any information to talk to certain people, go there," etc. Also, do you think it's worth us stopping somewhere to grab me some sort of weapon?
I thought we did.
He's
Oh wait,
getting
no, we destroyed him.
he's
That's
getting
right.
me a weapon, but it's not going to be ready for
No, no,
several
no, no. I
days.
was
Until then, I'm
thinking.
basically useless.
I was thinking of, didn't you have a backup weapon? Then I was like, oh wait, that's right.
Yeah,
It
I very
melted.
specifically described the demise of the greatsword.
Yes, and the dagger. So I got nothing. Which wouldn't be that bad if I was level 4 and had the beast totem
Did someone,
claws thing.
did
But I
someone
don't have
hand
that yet.
me a crossbow the other day?
That was in
That's in Sword Coast.
Okay, okay. I was like, a crossbow that I couldn't use. Remember, I had a crossbow that I couldn't use.
Yeah, I lost everything. Short bow, great sword, earthbreaker, dagger.
All right, so 2 silver later, you guys find yourself in Tavix Landing.
I want some popcorn.
Popcorn sounds excellent right now.
I think we should take a small break.
We have to in 10 minutes. You gotta wait, girl. I want to eat. Let's take a break.
I'm hungry.
All right. So, sure. As a matter of fact, he's pulling a double shift today. Jake Metter, which is the guy from this morning. The one dude that's news to you guys. That's nice to you guys. The one dude that's news to you guys.
Noise.
All right. So
Whatever happened to Sky?
He's still
remember
at
he was
the
at that
embassy.
other
Oh, the
embassy
embassy.
that you guys got ran off, like chased off from,
Yeah, but what
do you
like
mean whatever
Sap
happened to
should
him?
sneak out there from Moonlight
and
Escapades.
just get murdered by a bunch of guard.
Bunch of angry halflings.
Yeah, angry halflings.
Well, I mean, he. It's not like he lives at the embassy. It's only a
No,
job.
but we don't know where he lives.
What if he does live at the embassy?
Yeah, he's a slave.
Or
Oh,
they
is he
just
a
happen to
slave?
stay there.
He was a servant, he said. So he might not be a slave. He might be. We don't know.
All right. So you guys are on the first floor where the room labeled meeting hall is.
And we're having a chatty chat with Jake Metter.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So what are you guys saying? What are you talking about? What's Garrett
Just-
doing?
Garrett is gonna sit in the corner, wait for his pistols to be done.
Life's
been
life's
there a
not,
while.
just life's
So,
nothing
Sam-
without my pistols.
So I was gonna say we kind of obviously leaving here this morning saw what happened. Oh, by the way, was the scene cleared by
Yes.
the time we got back? Was it cleaned up as well?
Yes. Well, for the most part.
Alright. Okay, so we gave them some information, but we were on a tight schedule and had to go for some other stuff. Did they say if anyone was able to give any information or help who was in charge of the investigation or where to go to speak to him?
Jesus, Spear.
Uh,
Took up half the room there.
so they say. Well, yeah. Somebody said that some somebody staying here had talked to the guards and said something about a werewolf. Anyways, he left this, and he pulls out just basically what looks to be a business card with a little eye symbol and a magnifying glass, and basically on there it just says, um, "If you have answers to our questions, seek Agent 7." And it's all in like italics.
It really says that.
Yeah.
Is
Is there anything else on the card?
No.
Are you sure that were they with the police?
It was like he
You
was
broke
like
it.
he was like one of you people. Well, listen, I don't mean that to offend you. Like he had
You mean
like
an invention?
a snout. No, no, no. He had like a snouty nose and like
shifter?
gray ears. Yeah, and like it was really weird. But he had like this really high beige coat and a dented in hat that I haven't seen before.
So
What
he-
color? What color
Yeah,
were
right.
his ears?
Pelvic
What
thrust.
color?
Gray.
Gray. I'm trying to remember. It was black fur was what we found though,
Mhm.
right?
Garrett can like sniff the
So,
card and pelvic
Was,
thrust
do,
and find him.
do you
Right?
know if he was? Do you know if he
Maybe.
was actually an investigator or with the police or?
To be honest, no clue. It was really weird. I've never seen anybody dressed like that before.
So did the town guards or the police not show up?
They were with him. Like they were walking around with him, and
So
Studying
he was at
stuff.
least legit,
yeah, I mean,
maybe.
from what I'd have to say, yeah, he came in here.
he had
sta-
business cards.
yeah, he had this.
Really professional.
He had this like little jar of like sand or something, like dusty stuff, and started like dusting everything. I don't know what for.
So,
Forensic.
that's
is this?
but that's something
My
that Sam would not
anniversary.
know what that is.
What's that?
Clearly, my guess is that that's like fingerprint stuff, but Sam would have no idea.
Right. Yeah, this dude doesn't either. He's like, what the hell?
That's really
Is
weird.
Tay smart
probably
enough to know what that
Probably
is?
some sort of magical stuff.
No, Tay wouldn't understand that right off the bat either.
Okay, so I guess we'll take the business card. Does it say how to get in touch with the guy? It just says talk to Agent 7. Did he say where he could be found?
There's not an address on the card.
He just said give these to the people that talked about the werewolf.
Okay, so this guy really clearly is not the most professional fellow. He doesn't
Either
put
that-
the address
Oh,
down.
hang on
That
though.
is
Like
pretty
here's the rest of them, and he hands you a small stack of them.
Oh Jesus.
Hey, he said literally give these to the people that talked about the werewolf.
All of them.
Yeah.
So how many are there?
It's a stack about that thick.
Good God.
So
So
it's like
there's like
500.
no, there's like 50. If they're
No,
card
you can
stock.
get a stack. If they're card stock, that's about 500 cards. You can get 500 business cards about this thick.
No, these are like the extravagant, like they have texture to them and everything like that. So there's probably something like 100 in there. They've got embossed print on them.
Oh my word!
All right. I guess.
They feel very good. Like
Clearly, we need to
this
find
is
guy.
definitely somebody who's important.
It's clearly Sherlock Holmes.
Hey, are these magical?
Detect magic. I've still got it on.
You've cast it again for the 50 millionth time for the day. Yes, there's magic
All
On
right.
every single card?
on every single card.
Read magic.
What kind of magic?
It is.
The magical card.
Obviously, I'm gonna study it until I know all the details because I got nothing better to do.
As I say, if it's magical writing, I could read magic as a cantrip.
You read it, you have summoned Armageddon.
Oops.
Power word death.
It doesn't have any one school of magic that it seems to be from, but it does seem to be some sort of underlying spell that might be hiding a message.
That read magic.
All right.
Right here in front of Jake? Or do you want to go upstairs first?
Too late. Jake's like, oh, that's so embarrassing. Jake doesn't care. Jake's just like goes back to
To go
doing
back
like
to work.
checking the books.
What's so embarrassing about reading magic?
Nothing. So
So
So-
lewd, Seda, in public.
so you flip the card over, and on the back, it has an address
There you go.
and the
I'll
address.
write down this address. No, I can't write down the address. Say that you have to write down the address. I can't read it.
Oh man.
What's
So-
your special eyes see, Zeta?
Where's it at? I know it's here somewhere.
I am really glad that I gave
Whisper it
Sab
to
a few
me.
extra intelligence points because otherwise I would be having to hold back so often.
You have to whisper it to me, baby, because I need to pronounce it.
Yeah, I know. Am I like not? Oh, there. Yeah, I wasn't looking in the right spot at all.
Ralph Waldo Pickle Chips. I don't know him.
There we go.
Poor Scooter. What are you doing to his tail?
He's doing that actually.
The cat thinks he's a dog. Or is he mad?
He doesn't
Did
look mad.
Then
He
yes,
sort
he
of
thinks he's a
flopped
dog.
onto my lap and then he just stuck his tail up and started wagging.
Yep, he thinks he's a dog. He's admiring the view.
And admiring the
Oh
view.
my gosh. Tony,
Yes.
that's so easily confusing.
You can't admire the view anymore. See? Ha ha. What do you mean?
So, okay, so Sada's gonna read this out. 1355, Bridgeway, 11th pillar, 12th pillar.
12?
11, 12 pillar.
No, 11th pillar, 12
11
pillars.
pillar, 12 pillars. All that the numbers needed to be was 11, 12, and you would have, like, really fucked with Zeta.
Why?
Just because it's 11, 11, 12, 12. It's repeating numbers.
Okay. Anyways,
She doesn't have the highest intelligence.
so you guys can see on the map here that would be just a short walk away, really. It's right up, it's a district up from you guys and over. So if you went up, you would go to Silvergate, the fine shops, and then if you went south, you would hit 12 pillars.
Okay, I've got one other question for Jake.
Okay.
Just out of curiosity, has anyone ever left like a big old club or a big axe or anything here that I could borrow?
Like
Just
in
for
the
a few
lost and
days,
found
and I'll
or
bring it
something.
back. I'll either loan it, I'll either pay you for it and rent it, or I'll buy it off you.
No, most people, if they leave something, they'll either call back for it or after 30 days, we get rid of it.
All right, worth a shot.
Anything in the lost and found that's about to get thrown out?
Hang on just a second. Let me go check.
Like, might as well ask. I mean, y'all
Sam,
already asked a really weird
Mike,
question.
we have a great sword in there.
Like, come on, we can repurpose stuff. We need to.
Well, Sam was more expecting that there might be a big old stick that she
He
uses
goes
for a
he
club.
goes back in and here, let me come back to the map over here.
Someone broke one of the beds and they left one of the bedposts there? Yes, that is now a great club.
So he walks into a little door here, and whenever you go in, or whenever he goes in, you just hear, "Help me, get me out of here!"
Perception on that?
And then he walks back
Yeah.
out and he goes, "Nothing really useful, I guess."
Oh shit.
It sits back down like nothing happened.
What was that? I'm gonna ask him flat out.
Yeah, same.
You don't want to know.
Yes, I do. That's why I asked.
It's not what you think it is.
Is it some kind of talking item?
Yeah, you don't want to.
I want to know. Please.
All right. Oh man, I hate
Can I
this.
see it?
You know what? You
I want it.
you can go in and touch it. I don't want to.
Okay.
Freaking.
I want to go see it. Let me in there. I'm already walking
All
towards
right.
the door.
He's walking over to the door and he goes, "Listen. All right.
Has this been in Lost and Found for long?
Lamont, be nice." All right. He opens it and he says, "It's been in the lost and found for 17 days." And he opens the door. Are you here to take me out of here?
I'm here.
I don't like it in here.
What's talking? Detect magic.
And he points it out, and it's a short bow for a small sized creature. So it's like a little, well, it's a little tiny bow. And on it is a face that's kind of like,
Sweet Jesus.
and it's just going, "Help me. I don't like it in here at all.
Are you
Who
afraid
left
of
you
the dark?
in here?
My previous owner."
I'm picking him up and like.
You don't-
petting it.
wait,
It's
you don't like it?
Big.
Yeah.
Oh,
You don't
I'm
like it?
petting it.
Make a will save.
Sweet Lord.
Right as you pick it up, Jake's like, "Wait, no." And you pick it up.
Is this against enchantments?
No.
Shit. Is it against a disease?
No.
Well, I can give myself guidance.
That's fine.
Okay. So I get a +5 instead of +4.
Wait, guidance is casting a spell. No, you don't get to do that.
Shit.
You have to make a will save
+4.
immediately.
Okay,
and then we'll go on break.
immediately. Shit.
With that, we're going on break. We'll see you guys in a few minutes.
Can't you re-roll those things like 3 times a day?
I can.